looks a little weird, but it's fine. Okay.
It's all got a little weird and similar songs on Amazon Music.
Alexa, stop.
What was that?
It all got a little weird.
What was that? Is she done?
I hope so. Hey, y'all. Welcome back to the Europats. I'm Matt.
And I am Diane. We are a couple of Texans who have set a crazy goal for ourselves. We are planning on retiring early in 2027, and then we're actually moving to Albania.
Now, since we've never actually been to Albania, we're doing our homework, and it's a lot of homework. And we're taking you along for the ride as we research every corner of the country to figure out where we want to plant our roots.
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 Today, we're doing a deep dive on a place that has us absolutely captivated, Pogradec. It is a lakeside town that looks like a paradise, a true hidden gem in the Balkans. Now, we've heard that it has jaw-dropping natural beauty, a history that goes back thousands of years, and a price tag that feels like you're in a time warp.
So, in this episode, we're going to peel back the layers of this incredible place. Now, we're not there yet, so this is going to be the full story on what our research tells us it's really going to be like to live, eat, and explore there. We're digging into the real cost of living and housing, safety, healthcare, and so much more.
So, if you're ready for an adventure that is equal parts relaxation, history, and incredible value, then you have come to the right place. Let's get into our research on Pogradec. Hey, y'all, we're Matt and Diane. We're a U.S. couple planning to retire in France in 2030. But we found a way to start that journey 3 years earlier by starting in Albania. So we're taking our time, digging into each place, and learning what life there is really like. Come with us. So, honey, when you see pictures of Pogradec, what's the first thing you think of?
First thing I think of, the lake,
Yeah, that lake, y'all.
the water.
It's beautiful.
Lake Ohrid is beautiful. So it's probably the main thing that brings people there
Mhm.
is the lake and the calmness of it all.
Yeah, stunning.
Now, for those of you out there that don't know this, Lake Ohrid is one of the oldest and deepest lakes in Europe, a title it shares with neighboring North Macedonia. The water is famously crystal clear, and it has mountains all around it.
Now, one of the things that I have read is that just walking along the main promenade there is an experience in itself. You can always see families strolling there. You know, you've got older couples walking on the beach, you've got kids that are chasing pigeons. It's just calming and unhurried, and just people there just living and being. It doesn't seem overly touristy at all. It just feels like it's just a normal, real, lived in place. It's so pretty.
Yeah, and that's what I can't wait for
Yeah.
is doing some evening walks, morning walks, afternoon walks. Pokradec has a village-like charm where modern cafes sit right next to old buildings, and the climate there seems just about perfect for us. It gets all four seasons. You have the warm, dry summers where temperatures are comfortable for swimming and cool, crisp winters. It's a continental climate influenced by the Mediterranean, so it avoids the extreme coastal humidity.
It seems like the kind of place that invites you in, and then it just lets its beauty just tell you the rest of the story. I mean, when we watch videos on Pogradec, it's like peaceful and it's calming and it's slowed down and it feels like a place that you could just breathe and just be. And I love it. This is one of the towns that is high on our list and I love it.
Yes. Now, a peaceful vibe is one thing, but can we actually afford to live there? That is going to be the $1 million question. Or hopefully a much lesser than $1 million question.
See what you did there? Yeah. Okay, y'all, let's talk numbers. And this is where Pogradec seems to really shine, especially for people like us that are going over there on an early retirement.
Now, we've been digging into this and it's pretty staggering. The overall cost of living in Albania is significantly lower than the United States. But here's the kicker: rent is, on average, dramatically lower.
So, what does it look like specifically in Pogradec?
Now, for a couple like us, some estimates suggest a monthly cost of living, including rent, could be around $1,700. And that's not even the super budget figure. Other reports show couples living comfortably for much less, but others are tracking their expenses at approximately $2,700 a month for everything, including frequent dining out. A lot of meals at local restaurants cost between $12 to $18 for just two people.
Now, that affordability also extends to housing, which is our biggest concern. The demand in Pogradec is growing, especially from Albanians that are living abroad and from people from other cities that are looking for a quieter life. Prices for apartments can range from around 800 euros to 1200 euros per square meter, especially in the desirable areas near the city center or the lake promenade.
And that is for purchasing. For renting, which is what we'll probably be doing first, we are going to be looking at incredible, reasonable prices. A one-bedroom apartment in the city center can be found between $220 to $315 per month,
Dang!
which is a lot
Dang!
less than what we do here.
It's a fraction of what we pay. Good night.
And long-term rentals are even more affordable, especially if you lock them in during the off season. Get rid of them tourists, and you got yourself a good price.
We're not tourists. We won't be. You'll be laughing at everybody that has to leave.
Yes, I will. I'll be people watching.
Yep. And what about daily expenses? We love the idea of going to the local market. I have seen the pictures, y'all, and that produce looks amazing.
And incredibly cheap. You can fill a bag with fresh, locally grown fruits and vegetables for just a few dollars. You can't even do that here for a few dollars.
Not legally.
Can't even get a candy bar for a few dollars.
Yeah, you can get
No, I get the king size.
that.
A cappuccino at a cafe is often less than $2, and an espresso can be just over $1. Even simpler, delicious meals like a kebab or a massive slice of pizza can cost just a few dollars. Now, this isn't just about being cheap, although it is nice. It is about incredible value. The quality of the food, the generous portions, and the warm hospitality seem to be top notch.
So the conclusion is we could genuinely live and eat like royalty here without constantly worrying about the bill. And that is a huge weight that's lifted off our shoulders.
And that is no joke. But affordability is only part of the equation. Next up, we need to look at practical things that can make or break an expat experience: healthcare, safety, and getting around.
Okay, so let's talk about the serious stuff. Let's talk about healthcare. What happens if one of us gets sick?
Oh no.
Oh no.
This is a big one, and the research shows a mix of the good and not so good. Albania's healthcare system has been undergoing major reforms. However, access to it can be challenging, especially in the rural areas. While there is a public system, many expats and even locals with the means often rely on private clinics, especially in the capital of Tirana, which offers a higher standard of care.
So for us in Pogradec, that means we'd likely use the local clinics for the minor things. But for anything serious, a trip to a private hospital in Tirana would probably be necessary. And that makes comprehensive private health insurance with medical evacuation coverage an absolute must have. Now, there are services specifically designed to help expats navigate this, from finding an apartment to setting up healthcare.
Yep. Now, what about getting around? Do we need a car?
I don't think so. Not within Pogradec itself. I don't think that we'll need a car. It seems very walkable, and bicycles are very popular. And for longer distances, there is a bus system. However, one thing that we saw over and over is to not trust the schedules that you find online. The main highway connects Pogradec to cities like Tirana and Korcha. And getting from Tirana's airport to Pogradec would likely involve a bus or a private transfer. Driving standards in Albania are sometimes described as aggressive, which I think that I would agree with. And some of the roads can be in poor conditions with potholes. So while having a car does offer freedom, it also comes with its own set of stresses. Who wants stresses? We're
Oh,
retired.
relaxation.
Don't want stress.
Let other people drive for us.
We'll just watch.
Now, what about safety? We're talking about moving our whole lives to Albania.
All the data points to Albania being generally a safe country, especially for tourists and expats. The US State Department lists it as a level 2 destination, which just means exercise increase caution. It's the same level as many Western European countries. Violent crime against tourists is rare, and the main issue is pickpocketing in crowded areas.
While that can be reassuring, our research did turn up other issues. We have to talk about the infrastructure.
We really do. It's not all perfect. While major projects are underway, our research shows that Pogradec still faces some real infrastructure challenges. Issues like waste management are a big concern. And while the water supply has seen major investment, power outages can still happen, especially in rural areas during the bad weather. Things are developing, but it is a process.
Okay, that's a lot of the practical and frankly nerve wracking stuff covered. I'm feeling pretty good about it. Now let's get back to the fun part. What would we actually do there all day?
Not work,
Relax,
play,
have some coffee,
explore,
people watch.
people watch. This is the fun part of the research. Beyond the chill vibe and the low prices, Pogradec looks like a place that you can have a lot of fun, and it has a lot of historical sites.
And first on my list, it's going to be the Droloni National Park. It's just a few kilometers from town and it looks beautiful. You can wander through the park, have a picnic, or take an iconic rowboat ride through the natural springs that feed the lake. And that place looks just like a postcard.
Yep. And then there is the history. I cannot wait to see the village of Lynn. It is this beautiful little village on a peninsula, but it's also the site of one of Europe's oldest known settlements. Archaeologists have confirmed that the stilt settlement there is over 8,500 years old. 8,500 years old. You just imagine walking on those cobblestone paths between the old stone houses and seeing the ruins of a sixth century basilica with these amazing, stunning, intricate floor mosaics. Beautiful.
For a dose of even older history and an amazing view, we'd have to climb up to the Pogradec Castle. It stands 205 meters above the lake, and its story began with an Illyrian settlement inhabited since the 5th century BC. The castle has seen empires come and go and is currently being restored. Standing inside its ancient walls must give you an incredible perspective on both the lake and centuries of history.
And for the history nerd in me, a trip to the royal tombs of Selka e Postmi would be a must. I've got some pictures I'm going to put up here. So stinking cool. These are the tombs of Illyrian kings carved right into limestone cliffs in the 4th century BC. They have these incredibly detailed facades with columns, and it shows just how sophisticated the ancient civilization was. They're really, really cool. They're really cool. And it's a UNESCO proposed site.
Now, it is incredible how much history is packed into one small area. But you know what's better than reading about it? Getting support to actually go see it.
Yeah. And on that note, all of this research takes a ton of time and effort. And as we plan our move, we're trying to build a community that's as excited about this journey as we are.
If you're enjoying this deep dive into Albania and want to support our channel and our future adventures, there are a few ways you can do that. We have a Patreon where you can get exclusive updates and behind the scenes content.
And that content is now free. We do not charge for our Patreon. You can also become a member of this channel by clicking the link below. Or if you want to show us one-time support, you can buy us a coffee over on our Buy Me a Coffee page.
So come one, come all.
We also have merch. If you want to shop our merch store, all the cool kids are wearing the merch. All of the links for all of these things are in the description below.
Now, every bit of support helps us continue to bring you these detailed guides and gets us one step closer to our dream in Albania. And we truly appreciate it. Now, let's talk about what the culture is really like in Pogradec.
So, what would our life in Pogradec really be like? From everything that we're reading, it seems to be all about deep connection to history, nature, and community. The pace there is slower and more intentional.
You can see it reflected in the old town with its unique Ottoman and Balkan architecture.
Statistics! Jeez! Oh my gosh.
It's a town that really holds on to its heritage. This area has evidence of being inhabited as far back as 6000 BC and was once home to ancient Illyrian tribes. That long layered history isn't just in museums, it's part of the town's character.
And what about the community? I have read an article from an expat who said that the social culture can be very traditional and that the number of foreigners is low, which can feel a bit isolating at times. So it's not a huge bustling expat hub like Tirana is, but this means that you get a much more authentic experience. But it also means that making an effort to connect is really important. Important, as the young kids say. And I hate important. That's a whole nother video. You want to get me mad? Say important or mountain.
Now you're gonna get some of the one on the live gonna be doing that to us.
Say your consonants, people. Jeez.
Now, speaking of day-to-day reality, our research also brought up the stray dog situation, which is a problem across Albania. Now, it can be heartbreaking to see, and it's something we'd have to be prepared for. It's a complex issue with no easy answers, but it's part of the reality of life there.
You know what else is part of reality there?
What?
It is connecting with the community through food and festivals.
Food.
The cuisine in Pogradec is a big deal. It is famous for its unique dishes, especially the fish from the lake. The most prized is the Ohrid trout, which they call korin. There's even a fishing festival in August to celebrate it.
I'm more excited to try the lakror, which is the traditional Albanian pie. I've seen videos of local women in the village of Lynn making it by hand. So, what other festivals do they have?
Well, there's quite a few. There is a Lake Day celebration. There is an international puppet theater festival. That would be fun. There is also a Balkan film and food festival, which
That
would be
would be
a
fun.
ton of fun. And in the fall, there's a chestnut and wine festival. Also fun. These festivals would be the perfect way to dive into the local culture.
It sounds like a lifestyle that's rich in tradition and close to nature. But there's even more to explore just a little further out.
The magic of this region seems to extend way beyond the town itself. For anyone that's willing to venture out a little further, there are some incredible sights. A short boat ride across the lake can take you to Malagrad Island and the Church of St. Mary, which dates back to 1369.
And if you want to literally walk in the footsteps of history, you can find the Golic Bridge.
This is a beautiful old. This.
Old. It's old. Not old, it's old.
What is happening?
It's words coming out of the lips.
Golly. This is a beautiful old stone bridge that was once part of Via Ignatia, which was the ancient Roman road built in 2nd century BC that connected the Adriatic coast to Byzantium.
It was a major artery of the Roman Empire. Standing on that bridge, you're on the same path that Roman legions and ancient trade caravans used.
Unfortunately, some recent reports say that the bridge is at risk of damage from illegal excavations and it needs some preservation work, which highlights how fragile some of these ancient sites are.
It just proves that Pogradec isn't just a destination, it's a historical landscape with stories waiting around every single corner.
So, what's our final word on Pokradec after all of this research? For us, it is without a doubt one of Europe's most underrated treasures. It seems to deliver on almost everything that we are looking for. Do you agree?
100%.
Yep.
You get the beauty of this lake surrounded by mountains. You get a deep, tangible connection to history that stretches back thousands of years. But our homework also shows it's not a fairy tale. There are real world challenges like infrastructure that's still developing and social issues like the stray animal problem.
It's a trade off. In exchange for those challenges, you get an incredible cost of living that makes our dream of retirement feel truly possible.
And earlier,
We think that Pokradec is perfect for the traveler or future expat who wants more than just a vacation. I feel, and I'm pretty sure you feel the same way, that Pokradec is awesome. It is so pretty. The people there seem so nice. We follow several channels on YouTube of other people that live in Pogradec, and they love it.
Yeah.
They went even Andrea today in the live, and we're going to put her channel up there, New Life in Albania. I highly suggest if you're interested in Albania that you follow these people because they're all great in their own ways. But I asked her today if Albania was originally supposed to be a stepping stone for her or if she had planned to stay there when she went. And it was supposed to be a stepping stone. And what happens? She went to Pogradec, she loved it, and now she's there. And I'm not saying that that's going to happen to us, even though it's it's a very big possibility because the people that go there end up staying.
No,
It's
we stopped saying never
no, I'm not doing that anymore.
because we've already found out that, yeah, we're going to get kicked in the rear end if we keep saying that. So, I
Mhm.
mean, it's a beautiful place
It really is.
and very affordable.
Mhm.
It's hard not to look at it.
It really is. Another YouTuber that we follow is Overseas with Patrick. We have followed him since before he went to Albania, actually, when he was still living in Fort Worth. So, fellow Texan in the house. Um, Great guy. And he always does his walk arounds of the town of Pogradec. And he shows not only the really pretty parts that everybody wants to see, but he'll go, down the alleys for
He's an alley cat.
his alley cats. But I really appreciate that since we can't be there. These people actually do videos and do walk arounds and show us the town because how else are we going to see it? Like
Right.
we can do so much research on our own, but without being there, you know,
So we want those walkabouts to be real, to show all the areas, not just the straight purdy areas. We want to see everything.
hmm
And that's, these channels, y'all need to go look at them
hmm
because they get into other stuff too besides the walkarounds. Andrea's gotten into healthcare, what it's like and what it cost her.
hmm
We're not saying it's going to be the same for you,
hmm
but it gives you an idea
hmm
of what you're going to be looking at when you get over there if you go.
yeah. And Patrick will take you into restaurants and show all of those kind of things too. Craig is actually showing some properties now on his channel. We'll put his up there as well. So, again, if you're interested in Albania, highly recommend these channels. They're great people.
And Andrea and Craig, they do a live together.
Mhm.
Uh,
Patrick does
Patrick
lives.
does his lives,
hmm
and hopefully we'll get them on to be able to talk with them and let other people ask them some questions or something like that.
Yeah, they're gonna come on one of our lives too. So that'll be a lot of fun. Really nice people. And I feel like, just like we have done in France, I feel like we are already making connections over there in Albania as well. So that's really cool how we're, making all of these friends in all of these different countries. That's super cool. Like we had somebody come on the channel or on our live today. Sorry, he lives in Thailand. He's been a supporter from the get go of the Europats. Such a nice guy. And so that was fun to hear him. And then you've got Darren that's always in Germany. It feels like he's every 5 seconds. So, we've got, people from all over the place. And it's so cool, the community that we've
And
built.
Darren, you still didn't answer my question. How do you keep going to Germany every other week?
Yeah, what do you do, man? Dang. But anyway, so again, recommend these channels. Please look them up. Even if you're not interested in Albania, it's super cool to see other places of the world. But yeah, so I feel like we've already got a community growing over there, so that's going to make it even easier when we get over there. But yeah, I think Prokadesh is beautiful. I think it ticks every box. The weather, it's not too hot in the summer. It's warm, but it's not too hot.
Well, every place is going to get pretty warm.
Right.
I'm not saying it's going to be extremely hot or anything, but you're going to have your times of on the weather. It's going to be Mother Nature herself.
Well, even the Albanians go to Pogradec to get some
To,
relief
to
from the
they,
heat.
they go to there for vacations away from
Yeah.
the West Coast side.
Yeah. So I just think it's stunning. That lake is beautiful. Is it the sea? No, but it's just as good.
It's
I
water.
mean, it's
You've got water and mountains surrounding.
the more
What else do you need?
yeah. the more that we look into these places, the more I could just kick myself for dogging Albania all this time. I mean, it is stunning, y'all, really. And the people just seem so nice. And we hear that over and over and over how nice people are. And so I cannot wait. I cannot wait to get over there.
Yeah. And if there is any chance to go earlier than what we're thinking, we're going to do it.
Matt seems to think that if he keeps repeating it and pushing me that I'm going to cave, I'm not going to cave. We're looking at September of 2027, period.
Y'all get on those comments and make her cave.
It's strategic planning, y'all.
Because the sooner we go over there, the sooner you get more videos from over there.
But you don't want to get over there during peak season because the rent is higher. So there's a reason why. So it looks like it's going to be probably September.
It could be a good
2027.
early birthday present.
Y'all, make this man stop.
This lakeside town is a powerful reminder that the best experiences are often found off the beaten path, in places that have held on to their character and soul. Pogradec doesn't just offer a holiday, it offers a genuine discovery.
For us, it might just offer a future home.
And we want to thank every one of you for joining us on this research journey into Pogradec. We hope that this has inspired you to look into this incredible corner of Albania. So, what was your favorite part? Let us know in the comments below. We read every single one.
And for more adventures as we plan our move, please be sure to check out our playlist of our other Albanian deep dives. We're going to have some more to come too because we have just started researching Albania. And also, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified of when our next video will be out, which will be next Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Central. We also have our live streams every Sunday at 1 p.m. Central, and they're good. We have some good people on our lives. So
they're great people.
If you can, please join us. We have a lot of fun. Bring you some snacks because we're always snacking, and bring you something to drink because that's just what we do on our lives.
So, until next time, safe travels, and we will see you on the path to Europe.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.